Philo. Philo. Philo, you me, man. Philo. All right, let me see. Okay, test 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You get me? You all right? Okay, all right, I'll leave it like that.
I sent him the link already. Tell him ready. All right. And when it's up on the TV, just take a picture for me and send it for me, please. All right. Good. Okay. Go on. All right. So, Philo. The flight would come in. And if we look across to the horizon, the plane is making its way here at the Douglas Charles Airport, and it's about to land at the runway. You can see on your screen the flight arriving now from the mountainside at the Douglas Charles Airport, and it is making its way where it will touch down any second from now. And we can see the flight is on its way. It's coming down now, and very soon the wheels will be on the ground. American Airlines flight 3759 arriving here in Dominica. The first direct flight from the mainland USA, Miami, Florida to be exact. It has now touched down here at actually in Dominica. Make its way where it will stop, and it will come across from its on the runway. American Airlines flight 3759 has now landed officially in Dominica, and soon the passengers, 72 passengers on the flight at this time, 72 passengers will disembark this aircraft. 70 will leave when the aircraft departs in about an hour's time. And it's a historic day in Dominica. American Airlines flight 3579 has landed in Dominica. It is a significant decision by American Airlines to come to Dominica. They had a successful proving flight on June 22, 2021. The Minister for Tourism, Honorable Denise Charles, who is a passenger on this flight this afternoon, stated that this new service will be a game changer for the tourism industry in Dominica, as it will allow convenient and direct access from mainland USA, one of the destination's major source markets. Furthermore, the decision by American Airlines to service Dominica affirms the value proposition that Dominica has as a tourism destination and will contribute tremendously to attaining our target of 200,000 stayover visitors by 2025. Now the plane is taxiing towards the tarmac, and it will soon be greeted with the water cannons by the Dominica Fire and Ambulance Service, one of the historic parts of when a flight has its inaugural call to a destination. And it's also a beautiful sight. The rainbow is created, and it's really a beautiful sight here at the Douglas Charles Airport. American Airlines flight 3579 has landed in Dominica. This flight provides connections, same-day connections, to 42 cities within the mainland USA, and that will allow for more people coming into Dominica on a daily basis almost. The flight will be three flights per week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, effective January 10th, 2021. If you look at the captain in the cockpit saluting as he arrives in Dominica, and you can take in the captain. Oh, that is beautiful indeed. What a beautiful sight indeed, waving the Dominican flag right here at the Douglas Charles Airport. A beautiful sight indeed. America. The permanent secretary in the office of the Prime Minister, they have all gathered here, and it is indeed a historic day in Dominica. And if I were to just look for some small comments and to see what would for the flight arriving here in Dominica, we see the first.
Definitely, she is.
And I also is on
With all of this excitement and hype that he usually brings, and he has been documenting his entire journey from his hotel room all the way to the flight to the ribbon cutting on the Miami end, and even here now. So he will also bring that hype to us this afternoon.
All right, thank you, PS, and I think you must be excited that your minister is able to witness for the first time a red letter day in Dominica's history, as we can see American Airlines flight landing in Dominica today.
It means for the ministry and even more for Dominica. So from direct access, not only for tourism, but for trade, family connection. So we're just very excited for this day. It has finally happened. We're thankful to all the persons who have played an important role in making today happen. So we're just excited and very thankful today.
Thank you very much, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Miss Lisa Valmon, here just speaking with us here. American Airlines flight has already landed in Dominica, and very soon we will see embark from the flight here as first direct flight from mainland USA, Dominica for the first time here. Red letter day for Dominica. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of Mr. Gary Ed. Mr. Gary Ed. The one of our tourism stakeholders, Mr. Gary Ed, is alongside me. Mr. Ed, how do you feel that we from mainland USA arriving in Dominica today?
Well, I'm very, very happy because we are doing the ground handling. We are Ground Handlers Limited, which is part of Whitchurch. And we've been in the business in that, and we've gone through all zones, and today we see that this is a reality, advantage, and to learn things that we've had to do at this time to make this whole thing happen.
Right. And you are in the ground handling 3 flights a week come January 10th,
Well,
but so far 2 until that day.
Well, you know something? 2 is quite enough for now. So that we can make sure we've learned enough and we've done enough. The Americans represented in here, we've had 12 young Dominicans employed by ground handlers who have been in training for the last 3 weeks to buy American.
Here at the Douglas Charles Airport. The fire service providing the usual water cannons. We see a number of government officials here. I see the Minister for Environment, Honorable Kozia Frederick, the Minister for Education, Honorable Octavia Alfred. The Speaker of the House is here. Long-time person in the aviation industry, Mr. Jared Kuzlatig, is here as well. I see several government ministers, including Honorable Dr. Irvin McIntyre, the Attorney General, Honorable Levi Peter, the Cabinet Secretary, Ms. Karen Prevost, is here as well. The CEO of DASPA, Mr. Benoit Badwill, is here as well. The Minister for Governance, Honorable Greta Roberts, as well as the Financial Secretary, is present here as well. So, wonderful day in Dominica as the American Airlines flight has arrived, and the passengers will disembark the aircraft. Mr. Piper, how do you feel as Director of Tourism that this flight has landed in Dominica?
Ecstatic, it's a great day for all of Dominica, to see this finally come to fruition. And it's going to be a great day for tourism and for the stakeholders in tourism, because one of the biggest issues has been access, the convenience of access, having to stop in multiple hubs before you got to Dominica. Well, now you can get a flight directly from the U.S. And we also need to mention that while it's from Miami, you also have up to 42 cities that you can connect from in the U.S. So people don't mind traveling like they do. If you're going from New York to Vegas, sometimes you have to stop in Dallas. So if you're coming from Vegas to Dominica, you can stop in Miami and then come on into Dominica. So it's just wonderful.
Right, and then you mentioned 42 direct cities, that's direct connection, but you can also make same-day connections coming from places like China. You can arrive at New York in the morning and be in Dominica by late afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. So we were just focusing on the source market of the U.S. and had not even gone further and beyond, but you're absolutely right. So this is another advantage for travelers in general, coming into Dominica. So it's a wonderful thing that is happening in terms of the convenience of air access, because you speak to a lot of people in terms of traveling, and these are some of the things that determine whether they say yes or they say no. The direct access, the convenience. Of course, cost is one thing, but if you book ahead, you will what is it? The early bird catches the worm. So
Yes.
you can't expect to book today for tomorrow and want to get the cheapest price. But if you plan your vacation 2, 3, 4 months ahead, you're likely to get a decent rate.
And you also mentioned that people coming for vacation, we have a number of new quality type hotel rooms in Dominica. I know Jungle Bay this month is moving to 89 rooms. We have Kempinski, we have the boutique hotels, and we even have hotels that are under construction as well.
Correct. And so you talk about the supply. I believe that it is the work that we've done with Secret Bay and Jungle Bay and Kempinski that has convinced a number of these airlines, and American in particular, to be the first, to get the first advantage, so to speak, and to be the ones that say, look, let's start building demand for our airline into Dominica, because we see these properties that are being built, and we recognize that people will want to go there, not only for the higher end luxury, but for the economy and the budget as well. Airbnb is a huge part of the landscape, but certainly the media follows the higher end properties, and so the Secret Bays, Jungle Bays, Kempinski's have got most of the attention. And I think that it's augured well for us here in Dominica.
Thank you very much, Mr. Piper. Thank you very much. American Airlines Flight 3579 has arrived in Dominica, and the United States are now a direct source market for destination travelers. You can leave the United States at 10:40 in the morning and arrive here at Douglas Charles by 3 or a little after 3 in the afternoon. A little after 3 in the afternoon. Very soon we will see the passengers begin disembarking the plane. Minister for Tourism, Honorable Denise Charles, is the first passenger expected to get off the flight this afternoon. There is a slight drizzle, but I can see clear blue skies towards the sea area here at the Douglas Charles Airport. And very soon we will see the passengers disembark the aircraft and come down here, touch actual Dominican soil on a direct flight from Miami, USA. I just see the Minister of National Security, Honorable Rayburn Blackmore, arriving, as well as the Minister for Public Works, Honorable Cassani Laville. They have arrived here in Roseau, as well as the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Public Works, Mr. Roland Rouet, have arrived here as well. It's a small gathering here, but to maintain the social distancing and to ensure that everything goes well this afternoon. We see the ground handlers. They are making their way towards the aircraft. Very soon, the doors of the aircraft will open. Ground handlers and knock their door, and very soon the doors will open here at Douglas Charles Airport, and we can see that the hands are on the door, and they will soon, the aircraft will open and passengers will disembark the aircraft here at the Douglas Charles Airport. You heard from Mr. Ed that some 12 young Dominicans have been employed just for this service into Douglas Charles Airport. The doors are open, and very soon passengers will disembark the aircraft here at the Douglas Charles Airport. The doors have been open. The basic flight preparations are being done, and we will soon see the passengers disembark the aircraft here. As you know, the ground handlers, they have to check the flight schedule and do the necessary paperwork, exchange what has to be exchanged, and the passengers will be allowed to disembark very, very soon. American Airlines Flight 3579 has arrived in Dominica, a historic day in Dominica's development, first direct flight. And there you see, Minister for Tourism, Honorable Denise Charles, became the first person to disembark the aircraft on the first direct flight from mainland USA into Dominica. Minister for Tourism, Honorable Denise Charles, first person to disembark the aircraft, and she is followed by the other passengers on the flight, including Dominica's very own Asa Banton, who has now disembarked the aircraft. Asa Banton is Dominica's cultural ambassador and one of the most popular people you'll meet anywhere in the Caribbean. He, of course, had to be commended. He documented his journey to the airport and further documented his arrival at the airport and onto the flight. So it's all smiles here at the Douglas Charles Airport, all smiles, all cheers, As the passengers make their way off the aircraft, they will go into the arrival lounge, and then there will be a short ceremony welcoming the flight here to Dominica, the American Airlines flight, welcoming it to Dominica here at the Douglas Charles Airport. 42 connecting cities are available for this flight. This flight, in the first instance, until January 10th, 2022, will be available on Wednesdays and Saturdays. But from January 10th, 2022, an additional flight will be added on Mondays. So 3 flights per week come January 10th, 2022, and what a nice way to start the new year. It is indeed a wonderful, wonderful event here at the Douglas Charles Airport. Wonderful event here at the Douglas Charles Airport as the aircraft, the people have begun disembarking the aircraft. Honorable Denise Charles became the first person to disembark the aircraft. The Minister for Tourism became the first person to disembark the aircraft and arrive on Dominican soil. And here comes Honorable Denise Charles and just enjoying the fanfare. I believe that Honorable Denise Charles is accompanied by the destination marketing manager for Dominica, as well as the the proprietor of Jungle Bay International, Mr. Sam Raphael. I want to ask the Honorable Denise Charles very, very quickly. Honorable Charles, just how do you feel to be here?
Excellent. Exciting day.
All right, thank you very much. Sam, welcome, and how do you feel?
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful flight.
Thank you very much. Issa Banton, you have been documenting this. How do you feel?
Oh, really, really good. Trust me, it feels really different. We ain't stopped nowhere from Miami directly to Dominica. Right now, we have money in our pockets, but we save more. We go for one security, and trust me, everybody's excited.
No, I'm sure you have the lyrics in your mind already.
Of course, I have it already.
How was the flight? How was the flight itself?
The flight was really, really good. I mean, it was smooth, nice, calm. I swear we landed in some big airport in England.
When you came across from the mountain area, what did you say to yourself? Is it really Dominica?
I said to myself, wow, I see progress. Yes, that is just a start.
Thank you very much. Issa Banton there, the Chief Financial Officer of DASPA, Mr. Henderson. Mr. Henderson, how does it feel?
Oh my God, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I mean, there was a lot of hard work to get it through, but finally it's there and I'm excited. Words can't describe how I feel right now. I've been capturing a lot of these moments on my phone, so.
Okay, thank you.
All right, that's one, thanks.
The proprietor of Secret Bay, Mr. Nassif. Mr. Nassif, how does this feel? Yes.
Well, it feels great. It's a very important step for the island, obviously.
Yes. For your business in the hotel industry, in particular having a luxury hotel, one that has won quite a few awards in its short time, how does that make you feel, having this direct connection?
Well, I mean, it's something that improves the convenience and the connectivity to Dominica. So it makes it easier for persons to get here. It gives them more flexibility, and most importantly, less stops. So it's a very important boost for the tourism industry, for sure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gregor Nassif. And very soon we'll have a short ceremony welcoming the flight to Dominica. And as the passengers have disembarked from the aircraft, they will soon go through a short ceremony here at the Douglas Charles Airport, welcoming the airline to Dominica. American Airlines flight 3579 has arrived in Dominica, and very soon, the short ceremony will take place, and we will see the departure of the aircraft a little later on here at Douglas Charles.
We're here at the Douglas Charles Airport bringing you live coverage of the inaugural flight of American Airlines non-stop service to Dominica from Miami. We just saw the arrival of the inaugural flight at just about 2:46 p.m. right here at the Douglas Charles Airport. A very smooth landing among the first passengers to alight to the flight. Tourism Minister Dennis Charles, Honorable Dennis Charles, who traveled in from Miami, alongside hotelier Sam Raphael. And of course, you couldn't miss Dominica's Buoy ambassador, Asa Banton. I read earlier that Asa was producing some sort of Netflix series. Constant updates on his flight to Dominica, full of episodes from Miami. We're waiting a brief ceremony here at Douglas Charles Airport to in light of the inaugural flight from American Airlines, a brief ceremony which will feature the Honorable Dennis Charles, the Minister for Tourism, International Transport and Maritime Initiatives. We'll also hear remarks by American Airlines representative, Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph, as well as remarks by the Ambassador of the United States to Dominica, who has traveled here for this occasion. And we go over now to the ceremony.
Honorable Denise Charles, Minister for Tourism, International Transport and Maritime Initiatives. Other honorable members of Cabinet, Your Excellency Linda Tagliatella, Ambassador of the United States of America, Ms. Karen Prevost, Cabinet Secretary, Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph, American Airlines Representative and Regional Manager for the Eastern Caribbean, Ms. Denise Edwards, Financial Secretary, Ms. Lisa Valmore, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, International Transport and Maritime Initiatives, other Permanent Secretaries, Mr. Benoit Badwell, Chief Executive Officer, Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, Father Paul Obiora, other distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the American Airlines inaugural flight ceremony. This is indeed a great day for Dominica and will go down in the records as a historic moment in Dominica's development. My name is Colin Piper. I'm the Director of Tourism with Discover Dominica Authority, and I will serve as your Master of Ceremonies. To get the program started, I call on Father Paul Obiora to lead us in prayer. Father.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Come, Holy Spirit, fill the heart of the faithful, and enkindle in them the fire of your love. Send forth your Spirit, and they shall be created, and you shall renew the face of the earth. We take our authority from Genesis chapter 1, verse 26-28. And God said, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the flesh, over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and over the creeping things that creepeth upon the earth. And he gave man authority to dominate everything. And here we are, Father Almighty, number one, we thank you for a day like this. We thank you for the gift of this nation. We thank you for the gift and wisdom of good human relationship. Take glory, we adore you, we worship you, we glorify you. And we tell you to take glory in everything. O God, unconquerable, invisible King, victor ever glorious, you hold in check in forces bent on dominating us. You overcome the crowds of the raging enemies. Your power, you beat down the wicked foe. Humbly and fearfully do we pray to you, O Lord, and present this project to you so that you can send down your holy angels to watch over, to cherish, and abide as you open the door of this airline, American, Dominican airline, to be flying for this generation and the next generation Let there be peace, and let there be peaceful flight. Remove every crash, remove every disaster, for the greater glory of all, for your name and all travelers' safe journey, and open door that no power can close for this nation, Dominica. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. The Lord be with you.
Thank you very much, Father, for your words of prayer and blessings on this special occasion. Next on the program to give remarks is the Honorable Denise Charles, the Minister with responsibility for tourism, international transport, and maritime initiatives.
Good day, everyone. Brief protocols being established. Let me please recognize the presence of our Honorable Prime Minister, Roosevelt Skerrit, my cabinet colleagues, and the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador. My friends, my people, today is a historic day for Dominica. Today starts a new and exciting chapter for tourism and travel to our destination. So I welcome you to the inaugural ceremony of American Airlines direct service to our beautiful country. Ladies and gentlemen, this new service will connect over 40 U.S. cities to Dominica, will make Miami a connecting hub for travelers from Canada, Asia, and Europe. And because of the promotion of Dominica on American Airlines platform, it will assist us in our journey to achieve 200,000 visitors by 2025. Today is a testament of the goodness of God. When I woke up this morning, I went on my knees to give thanks. Thanks to the Almighty Father for his wisdom, grace, and favor. All honor and glory to him. Thanks to the Prime Minister for his leadership, guidance, and support. And thanks to the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Tourism, Ms. Lisa Valmond, the Honorable Secure Lockhart, the Parliamentary Secretary, the CEO of DDA, Mr. Benoit Badwell, the CEO of DASPA, Mr. Benoit Badwell, the CEO of DDA, Mr. Colin Piper, the CEO of IADC, Mr. Samuel Johnson, and the two Roberts, Captain Robert, who flew us to Dominica today, and Robert Nault, and the entire American Airlines envoy team. We will always remember you for your promptness and how quickly you allowed this flight to become a reality. Dominica is a natural paradise where every visitor will feel totally re-immersed in our nature and reduce their carbon footprints. The Ministry of Tourism, through DDA, in its quest to make Dominica a major sustainable tourism destination in the world, has embarked on numerous campaigns which seek to make the clear distinction between Dominica and Dominican Republic, highlight our natural attraction spots and culture, and in tourist minds as a paradise which must be on everyone's bucket list. We will soon be officially launching our rebranding campaign featuring our new logo, which clearly captures the essence of the destination, its natural environment with its many shades of green, our mountains, our national symbols like our Cicero parrot and our flag, and the friendliness of our people. We have done significant upgrades at the airport. Just look at how spectacular Douglas Charles Airport looks today. And we shall continue to upgrade our infrastructure and attraction sites to ensure that every visitor has a superb experience. We will soon launch our booking engine, which will allow visitors to have a one-stop site to book the entire trip to Dominica, from airline tickets, accommodations from our luxury resorts, hotels, and Airbnb properties, tours, rentals, and more. We have also now opened our executive lounge for visitors who desire an upscale airport experience. I want to thank Kipinski and the Range team for partnering with us to offer a high-end service to guests to our country. So again, I welcome American Airlines to a beautiful natural island filled with many adventures and unique experiences to keep its customers intrigued, excited, and wanting to explore more of Dominica. I just spoke to the Vice President of American Airlines, Juan, and he said to me that Dominica is the hottest startup destination for this year. I'm excited today for our Dominican nationals abroad who long for faster service to see their families, friends, and to join in our annual festivities. I'm excited for our businesses who will find it much easier to connect and with partners, clients, and markets. And I'm excited today for you in Dominica who from January can fly to Miami for an extended weekend and see your family and also make quicker connections to other countries. And I'm really excited for our tourism stakeholders and livelihood dependent on tourism who have had a rough and challenging season because of this pandemic, who will benefit from an increased visitor arrival. Finally, I want to remind all residents that tourism is everybody's business. Every aspect of a visitor's experience, from the day of arrival to departure, is important. Let's make Dominica the destination of choice in the Caribbean. Let's all become tourism ambassadors for our country. Let's post and share all the wonderful experiences every visitor to Dominica can have. Create and share your own bucket list on social media or DDA website. Let's also continue to keep our country as one of the safest places to visit. And let's all get vaccinated so we can remove the hassle of travel to Dominica and have festivals again. Vaccines are not our enemy. It is our way to freedom again. My fellow people, together we can, together we must rise to the occasion to make Dominica the most talked about destination in the Caribbean. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Minister. You're on fire there for those remarks and stressing once again the importance of this flight to the tourism industry. Thank you. And now I call on Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph, the American Airlines representative, the regional manager for the Eastern Caribbean, to deliver her remarks.
Good afternoon to everybody. Good afternoon. Mr. Piper, may I please share in the protocol already established? Thank you. And I would also like to recognize our Honorable Reginald Ostry, Senior Minister and Minister of Housing and Urban Development, our Honorable Joseph Isaac, Speaker of the House of Assembly, our Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt, Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, other honorable members of cabinet, and at this time, I would like to say a very good afternoon to all other dignitaries, members of cabinet, ministers, Father Obiora, Jorge Ramirez Blanco, VP of Envoy, and in the interest of time, a beautiful Dominican good afternoon to everybody. I am Kathy Ann Joseph, and as mentioned before, I am the Regional Manager for American Airlines for the Eastern Caribbean region. And it's my honor and distinct privilege to be here to share in this auspicious occasion with you. It's a pleasure to be with you all today as we launch new service between Dominica and Miami, continuing to expand American's presence in the Caribbean. At American, we're incredibly proud of our continued growth in the Caribbean, where we serve this winter 35 destinations in the region, 35. This will be an exciting week for us as we launch not one, but 2 new destinations today, Dominica today and Anguilla on Saturday. We are underscoring our commitment to opening the doors of the Caribbean to the world and helping not only with the recovery, but ultimately with the growth of tourism in the region. Today, our entire American Airlines family is thrilled to launch our new service between the natural paradise of Dominica and Miami, becoming the first airline to offer non-stop service to the US mainland. 2021 has been a year of recovery and growth for us around the world, and we are looking forward to continuing reinforcing our commitment to the Caribbean in 2022 and beyond, where we serve as the leading airline operating more than 140 daily flights to 35 destinations. When I think about Dominica, many D words come to mind. And Minister, you did expertly in introducing us to the wonders to discover here in Dominica. But there's also another D word that comes to my mind, decisiveness. And that has been the mantra of everyone that we have encountered. So, Mr. Prime Minister, Her Excellency, decisiveness. And we thank you very much for the courtesies that you have extended to us. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph, Regional Manager of the Eastern Caribbean for American Airlines. And now moving on with the program, I have the privilege to call to the podium Her Excellency, Linda Tagliatella, the Ambassador of the United States to Dominica, to deliver her remarks.
Good afternoon. It has been a long time, but it is great to be back in Dominica. I have missed the beautiful rolling hills and mountains of Dominica. I've missed the warm, pleasant people of Dominica. And it's such an honor to be here today to welcome the American Airlines flight. Oh, I'm sorry. And I missed the Prime Minister dearly. I'll talk to my speechwriter about this. But it is truly an honor to be here today to welcome the inaugural American Airlines nonstop flight from Miami to Dominica. As the U.S. Ambassador and as an American Airlines frequent flyer, it is always exciting to see more choices and opportunities for travelers between the United States and the Eastern Caribbean. It is easy to understand why the American Airlines would choose to expand its services to the Eastern Caribbean, and so to Dominica in particular. Ties between the United States and the region go back hundreds of years. An American airline whose proud tradition traces all the way back to aviation pioneer Charles Lindbergh has served the Caribbean since 1970 when it merged with Trans-Caribbean Airways. Since that time, American has maintained its strong focus on service to the Caribbean, from the airline's original 5 flights to its major routes expansion in 1979, and right up to this new service from Miami to Dominica that we celebrate today. Dominica's collaboration with the United States on public health, peace and security, and economic prosperity attests to our shared values and close ties. We are pleased that American Airlines is building yet another bridge between the United States and Dominica, further linking our nation, people, and shared commitment to mutual understanding across cultures. This is a bridge that will strengthen our ties and make our people-to-people exchanges that much easier, more frequent, and deeper. We all know that times are tough, and that it can be said, especially tough on economies that we rely heavily on tourism and other services. This is why I believe that American Airlines' decision to expand routes at this time is noteworthy. It not only reflects American Airlines' long relations with the region, but it also shows that a successful American company with a strategic vision has looked at Dominica and seen growth for the long haul. That's a strong vote of confidence in Dominica's future, and to me, a sign that whenever the economic challenges we face today, we can take them on together as neighbors, partners, and friends. So let me say, once again, welcome our friends from American Airlines to this beautiful country that is so dear to my heart, and the Prime Minister also. And let me congratulate both American Airlines and the government and people of Dominica for building a new pillar of strength on the foundation of your longstanding and mutual beneficial partnership. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ambassador, for your words of support and partnership between our countries. And now it gives me great pleasure to call on the leader of this great nation, the Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, to address us.
I suspect if I call everybody's name, it will be longer than my speech. I want to recognize all of us here today and to recognize the Minister for Tourism, my colleagues, our dear Ambassador of the United States to Dominica, Ms. Kathy and Joseph, the American Airlines representative from the OACS, and of course our captains are here, Father who prayed for us, and the members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, friends all, good afternoon. I extend, firstly, a special welcome to the American Airlines officials and crew who are here with us today. Welcome to the Nature Eye. Welcome to the best place on earth. We're indeed gratified to receive you at the Douglas Charles Airport, and we hope that this is the start of a long and mutually beneficial relationship. Today marks an important chapter in the history of Dominica and the development of our nation. The government has set out our vision to modernize and transform Dominica, and we continue to do so block by block. In a few short years, we have moved from introducing night landing to Dominica to welcoming today the inaugural flight of the new non-stop service between Dominica and Miami by American Airlines. The importance of this moment is marked by the fact that our dear friend, the U.S. Ambassador to Dominica, has traveled from Barbados with other members of the U.S. Embassy to be part of this historic moment. Thank you, Ambassador. I wish to recognize the extraordinary efforts of the American Airlines team, and in particular, Captain Robert Nieder and Robert Nault. From the proven flight, which was successfully operated in June this year, they have worked tirelessly with our Dominican team to ensure that everything was in place to support the commencement of this service to Dominica. But I also wish to specially recognize the heroine efforts of Ms. Desra Lestrade, who has been exceptional on the ground as a logistics person in American Airlines. I can say to American Airlines, you have an exceptional rep in Ms. Lestrade here in Dominica. I thank the Dominican team as well under the leadership of the Minister for Tourism, Honorable Dennis Charles, including Piers Valmo, Mr. Colin Piper, Mr. Samuel Johnson, the Air Access Committee, and in particular, Mr. Bino Badril, who has managed skillfully the operations and logistics side in Dominica. American Airlines has prided itself as offering more flights to more destinations in Latin America and the Caribbean than any other airline. And we are pleased today that Dominica has become one of your newest routes. As international travel continues to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic, it has spurred greater interest and desire for people to commune with the great outdoors. And as you look around us in Dominica, what better place in the world is there to experience nature than in the Commonwealth of Dominica? This government continues to invest in making Dominica an attractive destination to visit. We have upgraded the facilities here at the Douglas Church Airport and ensured that the necessary infrastructure is in place to guarantee passenger safety and enhanced visitor experience. We've adapted our tourism offerings to be able to offer our guests a safe in nature managed experience. This has allowed our visitors to experience the wonders of Dominica in a safe bubble, which has protected them and locals. We have introduced the Work in Nature program, which allows individuals to relocate to Dominica and work remotely for up to 18 months, wrapped in the calm of pristine natural environment. We have also been able to open our borders to cruise ship visitors who continue to enjoy the sights and sounds of the island within a safety corridor. Our management of the challenges thus far puts us in a good place to take advantage of future opportunities. We continue to assess the recovery of the industry and integrate this into our planning for increased visitor arrivals. We are focused on building greater resilience and carefully curating passenger experience to address health and safety concerns and provide them an enjoyable experience in the Nature Isle. Dominica is on a journey of transformation. It's now frequently cited as the new place to put on your to-do list. We are investing in new luxury and boutique hotels to give visitors more options. In addition to 3 5-star hotels now open in Dominica, 3 more are currently under construction. We're upgrading our health infrastructure to ensure that nationals and visitors alike have access to quality health care. We continue to improve on the numerous options available for the discerning, adventurous traveler who delights in swimming with our whales, experiencing our spectacular dive sites, hiking in the rainforest, canoeing through our national gorges, and bathing in beautiful clear rivers, waterfalls, and pools. The fact that even before commencing operations, you took the decision to increase scheduled flights into Dominica from 2 to 3 times a week is a clear indication to us that the demand is there and that the efforts that we are making in developing our tourism industry is bearing fruit. We hope to see in the future an expansion to a daily service between Miami and Dominica. The creation of quicker and easier access invites more travelers from all over the world to escape to Dominica for a bit of relaxation and rejuvenation. It also means that Dominica is now within closer reach of our nationals, many of whom live in cities across the United States. This provides a better opportunity for them to travel home more regularly, to connect with friends and family, and participate in our various activities, Carnival, Independence, and other festive activities. As government, we're particularly cognizant of the value of convenient air travel to our island. We're forging ahead with the construction of our international airport, which will open up additional opportunities for connections from cities around the world to Dominica. We are determined to see this most important project to completion because we understand the direct linkages between the convenient movement of people and the growth of tourism, business, and trade relations. Uncomplicated air travel stimulates greater interest in a destination. and importantly, leads to economic growth and opportunities and job creation. You are playing an important part in the growth and development of Dominica, and we look forward to a long and fruitful partnership with American Airlines. And you have in the government and people of Dominica a serious and true partner. And as our friend Ms. Joseph said, a decisive partner. The commencement of direct international flights from mainland USA into Dominica today is a game changer for our tourism industry. We look forward to strengthening the partnership that has been developed thus far with American Airlines as we collectively work to increase passenger arrivals into Dominica. I offer you our absolute support as you begin operations here. I am confident that all is in place to ensure smooth and reliable service, and we always remain available to you to facilitate continued efficiency and the provision of quality service to all travelers. On behalf of the people of Dominica and on behalf of the government of Dominica, I thank you for your faith in our destination and for your close collaboration over the past months as we prepared to launch these flights. Dominica welcomes you with open arms, and may God bless Dominica, may God bless the United States of America, and may God bless American Airlines. I thank you very much.
You've just heard from the Honorable
Thank you very
Prime
much,
Minister
Prime Minister, for those
Roosevelt
words of
Skerritt
hope
to
and
bring us near the end of this very brief
now we have,
inaugural
Mr.
flight ceremony
Honorable
here at the Douglas Charles Airport. We expect to see next the ribbon cutting by the official delegation, and after that we'll see quick movement to return to the flight for the return leg to Miami, which is scheduled to leave at 3:51. We've seen an exchange of gifts between Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerritt and Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph. She's the American Airlines representative based in Antigua. She has traveled to Dominica for this inaugural flight here at Douglas Charles.
Let me say good afternoon to all again. Protocol has been observed, so I know that we're a little crunched for time, but I want to say a special welcome to the Honorable Prime Minister, and also the ambassador, our U.S. ambassador, and our Minister of Tourism, along with the representative from the original representative from American Airlines, and to the cabinet of Dominica here at this Douglas Charles today. I want to say thanks to American Airlines for putting confidence in Dominica. We know that we've been having discussions, and today is, in fact, a great day for Dominica. Bear in mind that we now have direct service to Dominica from the United States. And that is opening up a new gateway for us in terms of increasing our passenger throughput. And I want to thank the government of Dominica for placing the confidence in us to be able to move the process. And I know that, in particular, the Prime Minister has given us all of the necessary support that we require to enable this flight here today. And I know we're working with the Minister of Tourism, as well as the Permanent Secretary of Tourism, and the rest of the task force that has brought us here today, that a tremendous effort was made to bring us to the point here. And I want to thank all of you for the services that you provided to bring us here this day. I also want to say that thank American Airlines, Ms. Kathy, for putting Dominica on your travel map, because indeed, it makes a difference. It makes a huge difference where anywhere in the world you can find Dominica now if you go on American Airlines networks. And that is important to us, and it's important to our tourism industry. And I want to say thanks to everyone who made it here today. And I want to thank all of you for giving us the opportunity to begin the restart, the turnaround within our tourism industry, so that persons who found it difficult to find Dominica can now find it very easy through the American Airlines connection. And so, without further ado, I want to thank all of you for coming. And I want to say thanks again to the government of Dominica for the assistance provided so that we could be here today to celebrate the inaugural flight of American Airlines direct service to Dominica. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bardwell. And now I ask the head table to make their way to the tarmac for the ribbon cutting service ceremony. And once they have done that, then others in the room can feel free to follow as well. It's also an inaugural for the flight going out. And so we'll have a ceremonial ribbon cutting on the tarmac. So, if you will.
Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit will lead the delegation to the tarmac, as you've heard from the CEO of the Discover Dominica Authority, Mr. Colin Piper, to participate in the ribbon cutting ceremony to mark this occasion, the start of direct flights by American Airlines into Dominica. The flight will come into Dominica on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and American Airlines is expected to increase its weekly flights to Dominica to include Mondays starting on January 10, 2022. So from January 10, 2022, we'll see 3 weekly flights from American Airlines into the island. Until then, the Wednesday flight is expected to depart Miami International Airport at 11 a.m. and arrive here at Douglas Charles at 3:21 p.m. The return flight will leave Dominica at 4:24 p.m. and arrive in Miami at 6:55 p.m. That schedule applies to both days, so on both Wednesdays and Saturdays. Starting today, December 8th, we will see the flight coming into Dominica at 3:21 p.m., departing Douglas Charles at 4:24, and arriving back in Miami at 6:55. For those of you with an interest in these things, the aircraft will be an Embraer jet with business class, extra main, and economy seating. So if you're planning your flight already, you know what to expect and what's in store for you. We're seeing the movement of the members of our delegation making their way to the tarmac here at Douglas Charles. Soon you'll have a closer look at what is expected to happen in terms of cutting that ribbon to mark the occasion. The new service is expected to further strengthen the U.S. as a source market for Dominica by providing travelers with faster and more convenient connectivity to the United States, between the United States and Dominica. In addition to providing non-stop service from Miami to Dominica, this new route will also offer connections to and from 42 major cities in the United States via Miami. We're talking about cities such as Atlanta, Dallas, New York, New Orleans, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Chicago, Orlando, Toronto, and others. So you might as well get to planning and booking that flight into Dominica. Yes, we're not quite sure about Carnival yet. And we still can't plan ahead to next year's independence, but there are other reasons to come home. There are other reasons to plan a trip to Dominica, to see family, to revel in nature. Probably you've not done that in a while. This is your chance to fly non-stop into the Nature Isle. But they said they You're looking at live images from the tarmac at Douglas Charles Airport. I was tempted to say Douglas Charles International Airport. In some ways, today it qualifies. We've just seen the arrival of a non-stop American Airlines flight straight from Miami, preparing to depart Dominica to return, carrying 69 passengers, I am told. Came into the island with 72 passengers, a full flight. Landed just about 2:46 to 2:47 p.m. early. Landing ahead of schedule. The flight was scheduled to arrive here at 3:11. You're seeing Prime Minister Skerritt leading his team back to the lounge where we are. They've already done that ribbon cutting we told you about to mark the occasion of the first direct flight from the United States mainland into Dominica. And of course, that will signal the end of the ceremonies here this afternoon. We saw the arrival first coming off the flight of Tourism Minister Dennis Charles. She was accompanied by hotelier Sam Raphael, and we also saw the expected, very expected arrival of Asa Banton, also on that historic flight. And now we've come to the end of our activity here at Douglas Charles Airport. Soon we will see the departure of the flight back to Miami, scheduled to depart at 3:51 p.m., carrying 69 passengers. We also heard from Ms. Kathy Ann Joseph, the American Airlines representative who arrived here with the flight. She's based in Antigua. She represents the Eastern Caribbean Islands.
In the cutting of the ceremonial ribbon as the flight will depart soon here from the Douglas Charles Airport. Just a few people coming in. Dr. King, how does it feel that this flight has arrived here in Dominica?
Oh, it's quite exciting, Daryl. As you know, we have quite a lot of movement between the United States of America and Dominica, and one of the frustration is having to overnight or having to do a pit stop anywhere else, like we would have to pass for Puerto Rico, Antigua, and I mean, it's just amazing to have that direct flight to Dominica, and I know every Dominican who has witnessed that today is very excited. It's an exciting thing, and that just goes to say how this Labour Party government cares about people and cares about the development of people. And we want to decrease the frustration that it takes to travel internationally. So it's an exciting time for all of us, and I'm sure everybody else is very happy about that today. I know Esther is very excited. I saw him talking about it for a while now, and I'm very happy that he was able to come on this flight today.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Addis King. The Minister for Foreign Affairs, Dr. Kenneth Daru, how do you feel as Minister for Foreign Affairs? Another direct link into Dominica.
Well, yes, I think it's a very exciting day for the people of Dominica, and another achievement, I think, for this administration. Of course, a direct flight from mainland USA could be nothing but a plus for all concerned. And even from a foreign affairs point of view, it now means that we could now move around more freely, have our diplomats from here visit, come back into Dominica without hassle-free, without having to go through somebody discomfort, something inconvenience of having to take connecting flights and misconnecting flights, etc. So I mean, the sight of this new this jet on the tarmac at Douglas Charity is quite remarkable. And of course, with the advent of our international airport, this is just a sign, I think, of good things and better things to come in Dominica as it pertains to flight travel and, of course, the tourism industry. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Daru. Let me get Honorable Dr. Honorable Ian Douglas, the Member of Parliament for Smith constituency, the former Minister for a historian. And I say that so I can lead you into what I want to ask you about.
Yeah.
What does this mean for Dominica today?
Oh, this is tremendous, Daryl. I mean, the Douglas Charles was the Melvinal Airport, as it then was established exactly 50 years ago. The airport was built by Ioli Blah. And I'm sure that was what his vision for building the airport was, not only to bring home our nationals or to be able to get out and connect with the outside world, but really to boost tourism. And Dominica has a very unique tourism product. So I'm sure that the father of the nation, when they established the Melvinal Airport, now Douglas Charles, their vision was really to see a day like today unfolding and coming into reality, where the world, not just North America, but the world could easily access Dominica in a direct flight such as this. So it's a great day, it's a historic day, and we should, as all Dominicans, be justly proud of this accomplishment.
Thank you very much, Honorable Ian Douglas. As all Dominicans, we should just be justly proud of this establishment. And I know someone who is very excited today, and that is the Minister for Tourism. Minister, first of all, how was the flight?
Oh, the flight was excellent. The landing was just perfect. And yes, I am really happy for today. It's a significant milestone for tourism and trade and travel to our destination. And it's the connection with American Airlines is going to allow us to bring many, many more people to the destination. As you know, Daryl, one of our key products on island is our dive product. Many people come to Dominica for scuba diving.
Particularly in the Soufriere constituency.
But one of the challenges has been the fact that they carry a lot of equipment and gears when they come. So anytime they hear they have to board a second airline or make a transition, that discourages them from coming to Dominica to dive, and they go to other countries. But Dominica is one of the top 5 dive destinations in the Caribbean. So the direct flight now will eliminate that issue we've been having with travelers who want to come and experience our underwater wonders, but do not want to transition to a second flight. So it's a major game changer for tourism.
You also know that 42 cities will be connected, so you can leave from 42 different cities in North America, to include Canada, and be in Dominica by mid-afternoon.
Yes, you can. You can leave New York at 7 a.m. and be in Dominica by 3 p.m.
Yes.
So it's excellent for us.
Well, another thing, but what is important, what I take from all of this is that 2 flights, but come January 10th, there'll be 3 flights per week.
3 flights, Darren, and I'm saying to you right now, in talking to the Vice President of American Airlines, who I met in Miami, the excitement about the destination is incredible. As he said to me, it is the best performing startup destination for this year. And so we are hoping that very soon, if it all continues to go well,
that we can have a daily flight. That is the goal, Daryl. But we're happy that we are increasing it to free flights in January. And that happened before we even started the first flight.
Yes.
That's to show you. And so far, the bookings for December and January look strong. You have over 80% booked on those flights.
All right. Thank you very much, Minister. Get some rest. I know you traveled today, so get some rest. Asa Bantan. This interview is going to take a new level. Asa,
what's up?
We spoke briefly, but tell us, how do you feel as a Dominican to be part of the first direct flight from mainland USA into Dominica?
I mean, I'm feeling honored. I'm really lucky. And everybody that was on that flight, they all are lucky to be on the first flight landing into Dominica from the US mainland. I mean, the flight was really, really good. The flight was nice. And what impressed me the most is that we did not even use the entire runway. You know, so just when we was coming over the hill, it was a little shaky because we had little clouds up there in the sky. But apart from that, trust me, the boarding process was quick. It was good. Normal.
You as an entertainer, you part of your work is to go out, do shows, and what does that mean for you as an entertainer?
I mean, especially when we're doing events in the States, I mean, it's gonna help the promoters. They're gonna save more money, so that means they can maybe bring more entourage, more people, bring you different times, and we can get back home faster.
Yes.
So you know, because right now we can get flights directly from Dominica into the States.
Yes.
Great. It means a
Mr.
lot.
Banton, I want to applaud you, our cultural ambassador. You also social media. You were on social media all morning, and I followed you to know when the flight was being booked, when the flight was boarding, when you got to the airport. Thank you for that. Really a wonderful day for Dominica, the first direct flight from Miami into Douglas Charles Airport. And I'm sure you will be someone who will be using this flight very often.
Oh yes, definitely. And I was from, imagine on Monday, my agent called me and my agent told me, Asa, we have a show for you in Europe on Friday. Or you got to leave on Wednesday to get to England and so on. And she tell me, what you want to do? You want to make money or you want to make history? I tell her, history, baby. Country first.
Country first. Thank you very much, Asa Banton. Asa Banton, you will be one of the first passengers on this first direct flight into Dominica. And it's another historical day in the country. I'm sure your folks in Granby are waiting for you. You have not been home in a while, right?
No, I haven't been home in 6 months. You know,
6 months?
Yeah, I've been out for 6 months. Been doing a lot of shows all over the U.S., from Texas to Orlando, Miami, I mean, everywhere, New York, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, all over. So, you know, it feels good to be back home. I mean, by just being there, the air, it breathes different.
Thank you very much, Asa Banton there. His Excellency Asa Banton, Dominica's cultural ambassador. So we are here at the Douglas Charles Airport. We are awaiting the departure of the flight, the American Eagle flight. This flight will depart Dominica very, very soon, and it will arrive in the United States around 10 minutes to 7 o'clock this evening. 72 passengers came in on the flight into Melville Hall, Douglas Charles Airport. 70 passengers will depart when this aircraft departs this afternoon. And from what I'm being told, it is all booked for Saturday. We will come back again next week, Wednesday, and again next Saturday. And come January 10th, we will see 3 direct flights per week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays into Dominica. We go into Miami, the Miami International Airport, and we fly into Douglas Charles Airport. The flight leaves at around 10:40 Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays come January 10th. And then we will go back to the United States at about 10 minutes to 4 o'clock in the afternoon on those days. So a wonderful historical day in Dominica. The flight coming in here, the first direct flight into Dominica, Dr. Mack, the parliamentary representative for the Roseau Valley constituency, one of our major tourism products. I say that with no apologies. The Roseau Valley constituency, the entire constituency, one of our major tourism products in Dominica. What do you think this flight means for us in Dominica?
Daryl, at this point in time, everyone in the Roseau Valley is smiling. This is really not just a great day for Dominica, but in particularly the Roseau Valley. Every tourist visits the Roseau Valley. There's no question about that. Our lakes, our rivers, our waterfalls, we have the boiling lake here. We have all our friendly farmers producing all the healthy foods for our tourists. So you realize how important this tourism product is to the Roseau Valley. So we're really, really pleased that American Airlines can be having direct flights Dominica, Miami. And we really look forward to the impact this is going to have on the economy of the Roseau Valley. And I'm sure it's going to have. That's why so our vendors and everyone, we're actually getting prepared. We're positioning ourselves for this new intervention in terms of tourists coming to Dominica. And we're really pleased and we're looking forward to it.
From a health standpoint, specialists can leave the United States, fly into Dominica, work on Tuesday, be out on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the whole convenience of these direct flights. So, I mean, from a health standpoint, yes, people can come in and get things done and move out just as quick. But it's all about family and friends and getting together for occasions and festive seasons, and all these different activities. So it's all about bringing people together. And because we have to look at the social aspect of it. Granted, there's economics of it, definitely the tourism industry. But what about the ability to just get to the US or to come to Dominica and so quickly? People can get together, people can unite, we can have reunions, and even for our festivals as well. So, it's a win-win situation. Great day for us. Very, very great day for us.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mack. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast this afternoon. So, folks, there you have it. The flight, I believe, has boarded. Very soon, the doors will close and the aircraft will depart. It has become quite overcast here, but it has been a bright, sunshiny afternoon here at the Douglas Charles Airport. I don't think the rain will fall. I'm hoping. I'm no weatherman, but I don't think the rain will pour down. I think it will move away. There's a strong breeze blowing here. If you can look at the flags in the offing there, a strong breeze is being blown here. Dion Durant, witnessing history.
Yes, quite so. It has been an exciting moment, just witnessing the excitement from others. Well, even that alone gets you excited too. And just the visual of seeing the flight come in and land so smoothly, all of that comes together. And when you think of the impact, the positive impact, the potential impact on the economy and the benefits that lie in store, especially for tourism stakeholders and all Dominicans really, it really is an exciting moment.
I have witnessed quite a few historical things in Dominica, things I probably never thought we'd witness in our lifetime after hearing about them for so long, including the signing of the contract for the construction of an international airport, the relationship of Dominica with China, seeing a number of firsts in Dominica, first cricket match, international cricket match, the performance of heart surgery in Dominica, the opening of the first phase of the Dominica-China Friendship Hospital, the construction of so many health centers. But this historical event ranks right up there as among the top I have witnessed in Dominica.
I think what it does, it serves as a precursor. It gives us an idea, a feeling of what could happen, what lies in store when the international airport is constructed, the kind of access that will be created, and how that will have direct impact on the economy, how it will contribute to job creation. I think an event like this allows us to look ahead to what could possibly happen with the construction of an international airport.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dion Smith. And of course, we are very happy to be here at the Douglas Charles Airport. Very soon we'll witness the departure of the flight here at the Douglas Charles Airport en route to the Miami International Airport. And I know my guys, they have seen quite a bit over the years. Anthony Richards, our award-winning cameraman who has been awarded one of Dominica's highest awards, he has witnessed quite a few things. You heard his citation at the National Day event, but today he told me that seeing a direct flight from the United States into Dominica is one of his top historical experiences that he has witnessed here today. I too want to join him in saying that. That's where I took it from. One of the top historical experiences I've had today. I have very experienced cameramen who work with me at GIS, and they were all very excited to come here today to broadcast this flight, to witness this. Jared Kuzlatig, who is just making his way, who has been in the aviation industry for quite a while and who has been involved in cricket administration and what have you. Mr. Kuzlatig, I know you worked for Liat some years ago, but to witness a direct flight from mainland USA into Dominica, what does that feel like?
Honestly, it feels very, very, very good. It has been long overdue. There's a lot of talk about it. Actually, I happen to be on Discover Dominica Authority board as well, so I'm part of the whole issue. We bring it in, it will improve everything. Well, I mean, it has been said by the minister, by the prime minister, and everybody, what the benefits to Dominica on that. I myself hope very soon to travel on it, because it's 2 years I haven't traveled to Miami. It's a place I love. I go to do my shopping. And I will be doing that very soon.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kuzladik. My own minister is here with me, Minister George. Minister George, you're a very young man, but to witness this here today, how does that feel?
Excellent, excellent. I think it's a very significant day in the history of Dominica. You know, air access has been something that has been elusive for a number of years, and we have seen, you know, first the enhancement of the Douglas Charles Airport, and now we've seen our first international straight flight to Dominica. So it's a happy day for everyone. We expect tourism sector to get a serious boost. We expect people to travel, you know, with more convenience, and I think that is something that every single Dominican should be happy for.
All right, thank you, Minister. We'll continue, but we are in the rain, so we have to probably move away from the rain there. If we just move away from the rain there, very soon we'll see the departure of the flight. But Minister, you are in the telecom sector, telecoms and broadcasting, and this is another way to improve telecommunications in the country.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, just opening up a new market in the United States, I think what it does, it helps procurement. I mean, it helps, you know, the transfer of information very quickly. And that just goes to show that, you know, having this access can benefit every single sector in Dominica, not just telecommunications and tourism, but also agriculture, you know, sports. You know, sometimes we lose games because, you know, people have great difficulty in coming to Dominica and seeing the. So it's a whole inclusive area for us in Dominica. I'm very, very happy to be part of a party, an administration that is seeking to develop these areas. So I'm really excited to be here today.
Thank you very much, Minister. Minister George there, the Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for telecommunications and broadcasting. As I said, we are just awaiting the departure of the aircraft. The rain has started to come down, proving me a little wrong here. I was hoping that it would stay away. Still some blue skies towards the seaside here, but very soon the aircraft will depart and head back to mainland USA to return on Saturday for its second flight for the week. So Dominicans, today, December 8th, 2021, a red letter day in Dominica's history. This as the first commercial flight between mainland USA and Dominica was completed. The flight left Miami International Airport at 10:40 a.m. this morning, and the flight arrived just after 3 p.m. this afternoon. After a ceremony which included addresses from the Prime Minister of Dominica as well as the United States Ambassador to Dominica, the flight will depart very soon here at the Douglas Charles Airport. So soon we will see the departure, and we will get that. We see the stairway being removed from the aircraft. I believe the doors of the aircraft has been closed, and very soon we will see the departure of the aircraft here this afternoon. The rain may be coming down soon. We're hoping that we can get an umbrella for our cameraman on the roof. Yes, we're hoping we can get an umbrella for our cameraman on the roof as he seeks to get the departure of the aircraft. But I think the rain is moving away and it will not affect us. The rain is heading towards the mountains in our way. So very soon take off. The plane will taxi very soon to the runway, and it will depart here at the Douglas Charles Airport. Yes, I believe the rain is moving away. I think it is moving towards the mountainside, right, Ashton? The rain looks to be moving towards the mountainside here. And yes, yes, the rain will soon. we are trying to be amateur weather forecasters here, and from the people from the area and how the wind is blowing, you can see the rain is heading towards the mountainside, and we're being told by one of the local residents here that the rain is heading towards the mountainside. So the doors have been closed. 70 passengers are set to depart. 70 are set to depart the Douglas Charles Airport en route to Miami International Airport, as you can hear the engines being revved up, and soon it will taxi out towards the one day. I believe that it is departing towards the sea. And yes, I think this is what is happening there this afternoon. The Honorable Dr. Vince Henderson. Dr. Henderson, I know past capacity, this is a flight you would probably be taking a lot of advantage of.
No, I think in my youth, this is the plane I wanted to fly. Yes, indeed. I mean, it's a wonderful day for Dominica, Daryl.
Yes, so indeed, connecting a direct flight from Miami to Dominica. What does that mean to our local economy?
Man, that is just fantastic. I mean, first of all, for all of us in Dominica, this is great news, because it means that we can connect directly to the mainland U.S. from Dominica for direct flight to Miami. This will be the gateway for almost practically anywhere in the world, because Miami is one of the busiest airports in the world, with a wide range of flights. And I think for us as Dominicans, the benefit is less hassle in traveling.
Yes.
It means, you know the usual problem with traveling. You have two things. You have hassle and cost.
Yes.
So you travel, you have to change. You have to check in again when you get to maybe San Juan or somewhere else.
Pick up your baggage.
Your baggage. And sometimes you find yourself having to pay again. Now, for me, as a member of One World Alliance, when I check in, I get my bags checked in. I don't have to worry. Now, obviously, you have to go through the process of customs because it's the regulations, but you don't have to check your bags in again as you were a new flight.
Yes.
So the costs, and that's what I'm saying. So you have the hassle, less hassle, and the costs will be reduced,
yes.
Obviously. So it's a great thing for us as Dominicans, but it's also great for us for tourism product. And I see the aircraft is taking off. You might want to take a break to view that. But I would say this aircraft taking off there with Dominicans,
70 passengers,
as well as visitors.
Yes.
This is a wonderful thing for us, because it means that we can get more tourists and more Dominicans who live in the U.S. to come home. Yes. You can come home for a quick flight. You don't have to worry too much about connecting. And especially in a COVID time.
Oh, yes,
because
definitely.
all this PCR stuff you got to go do, and all these problems that you
it
make.
lessens the number of PCR tests.
That's right. And so it really opens up tourism. And I think it's a wonderful thing for us, because it means that and don't forget, the minister said that, the value of having an American branded tourism promotion for us.
Yes.
Because American Airlines promotes every destination that they fly. And and it's been for us, unfortunately, because we are not the destination before, we were never promoted on their websites and in their own marketing efforts. So this is great for Dominica. This is great for Dominica, and we have to embrace that opportunity. And let's thank the Prime Minister for I like how the American Airlines rep said it, decisive leadership.
Yes.
Because it is only decisive leadership that could make this happen. The American Airlines expressed their interest, and by the time they contacted the government of Dominica, everything, began to fall in place.
The wheels begin.
And sometimes we see this happening. We see this American Airlines flight getting ready to take off, and we think that these things just happen. The amount of work that takes place in the background, the efforts, the leadership, the guidance, the actions, that come from, especially the Prime Minister being a very hands-on leader, a very pragmatic leader and always likes to ensure that things are in place. I'm telling you, he's a tough taskmaster.
Yes.
and this is why he's been so successful. And Minister Dennis Charles, we have to commend her for her role in this. She showed strong leadership. She worked with Discover Dominica. She worked with the airport authority, DASPA, and Mr. Badul and his team, and they were able to pull all the stops. Also, Ministry of Health.
Yes.
Because this is COVID time, and Ministry of Health had a big role to play in ensuring all the protocols are in place, but also ensuring that they enhance the visitor experience, so that what we saw today are more nurses under the leadership of a doctor, speeding up the COVID protocols, the process, the testing, and so forth, but without compromising the quality. So we've seen a better experience, and this will become the new standard for visitors in Dominica. So this is exciting for us, and this is just, the beginning of things to come.
Indeed.
Because after all, we're working on our own international airport, where we'll see so many more flights, different major cities in the world, international connections that will open up Dominica and to really allow us to maximize the benefits of tourism and to promote Dominica as nature's best kept secret. I mean,
Nature's best kept secret.
This secret is now out.
Yes.
It's out. American Airlines is going to help us take it out. And when we open in a few years from now, when we build our international airport, this will become, the #1 destination, in Ireland to visit in the world, because we have made great investments, great products. And we have now what the tourists are looking for is a different experience. And that's what we should not change. The hospitality of our people, the nice little vibe, the community. Because people come to experience us. They don't come to be in a New York City experience. Let's forget this stuff. They come to enjoy nature at its best. And we have worked, the government of Dominica, the Labour Party administration, Prime Minister Skerritt, have worked to make this possible. And we have to embrace that opportunity and be thankful.
We see the aircraft about to take off here as it goes past, increasing its speed, and very soon the wheels are up and the aircraft has departed here at Douglas Charles Airport. American Eagle completing a successful American Airline, American Eagle flight, completing a very, very successful first-time landing here in Dominica from Miami International Airport into Douglas Charles Airport on a commercial flight into Dominica, creating an avenue, opening direct same-day connections to 42 cities in mainland USA. And if you see the aircraft there on your screen as it departs and banks out over the sea towards the US mainland, will arrive in Florida at about 10 minutes to 7 this evening. Dr. Henderson, great day for Dominica. I can't keep saying that.
Up and away. Yes, indeed. A great day for Dominica. This is a great achievement. And things like that don't just happen. Hard work, strong leadership, decisive leadership. We have to thank Prime Minister Skerritt, Minister Dennis Charles, the staff of DASPA, Discover Dominica, and all the members of the government and public officers who assisted to make this a reality. Great day for Dominica.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vince Henderson, the new Minister for Planning, Economic Development, Climate Resilience, Sustainable Development, as well as energy, renewable energy in Dominica. The aircraft has departed. You can see it some distance away in the horizon, and that allows us to bring our broadcast here at the Douglas Charles Airport to a close. On behalf of Mr. Ashton Schullenford, Mr. Anthony Richards, Nigel Hippolyte, and our video editor and switcher, Edward Philogen, as well as Miss Dion Dura-Smith, thank you for joining us on this very historic occasion here at the Douglas Charles Airport. I can't stop saying what a historic day it is, as the first direct commercial flight from mainland USA into the Douglas Charles Airport occurred here today on December 8, 2021, and I am happy that I was here to witness this wonderful historic experience. The plane has departed. It will arrive in the United States, Miami International Airport at 10 minutes to 7 o'clock this evening, and we wish them a great flight, one like the reports that we had this afternoon when they arrived. Honorable Denise Charles becoming the first person to disembark the aircraft from the first direct flight from mainland USA into Dominica. So it gives me great pleasure to bid you farewell and to have a very good afternoon.